Well, how are you getting on? Welcome back to another video. Here's what's coming up today, lads. So we went for galvanised over painted. So this tank will last us a long time. So as I mentioned in our machinery tour video, you may have seen this in the background, and we're going to talk about today here with my father. So tell us about why you may purchase this tractor. So as I mentioned in our machinery tour video, you may have seen this in the background, and we're going to talk about today here with my father. So tell us about why you may purchase this tractor, and tell us what it is.
First of all, I'll tell you what it is. It's an MB Track 800. It's 1979. Obviously proceeded, made in Germany, and quite similar to a same chassis and engine, everything as a Unimog. And this tractor was in storage in a shed since 2006 or 7, not far from here, and the opportunity came up to purchase it, and that's what happened. I've always admired these tractors for many years. I don't know when it was, but my late uncle had one out in demonstration probably in the early 80s, and I was quite impressed with it, and I suppose it's like a childhood dream. I decided maybe if the opportunity ever came up, then maybe I'd like to own one. The opportunity come up, the tractor is it's running, it's driving, probably needs a good bit of work. Well, it depends on how much you want to do with it, but it's here now, and look, as work progresses, not saying it's going to progress very fast or anything, we'll update you on the videos, and sure, keep watching the lads, we'll keep you updated. Thank you.
So as I mentioned in the previous video, the green tanker was sold and there was a new one coming. Well, this is it here, a major LGP 2050 with a 7.5 metre trailing shoe, low ground pressure, 2050 gallons. That's what that stands for. So he's on the Ramon ball and spoon. That takes, if you go over a bump, that'll take the shock and you won't feel it on the tractor end. Very good job. It's dear, but it's worth it for if you're doing a good bit of road work or that, you know, it just leaves it a lot easier on you, a lot more comfortable of a ride. And here's the PTO shaft, wide angle shaft, no need to turn it off when you're steering or turning, so that's a good job as well. 13,000 litre pump on this. The other one on the other tanker is 11,000 litres, so she fills a bit faster. Good job, so it is. Just keep her topped up with oil now is the main thing. You always want your pump just spewing a little bit of oil all the time. And then a sight glass here as well, so that's you see when she's full or whatever, or how full she is. So if you're coming to the end of your headland and there's a bit left, you can pick up a gear or drop down a gear or whatever, you know, yourself. So this is a chassis, then the bar is up on the chassis. That's the way these LGP 2050 gallon tanks are done. If you got a 2000, it'll be done differently. The chassis will be within the bar. It's a different sort of a job. And chassis mounted trailing shoe, Mastech macerator on this one, 7.5 metre, like I said. Good old job enough. Put the wagtail or your flash tail on it, depending on where you are, whether you're allowed to use it or not. Lovely finish on the galvanised V major there. Great job. Flashy light, work lights up there on the tank. The tyres 865 R32s. Bigger tyres than the other tank. Allianz tyres. Doesn't really make much of a difference what sort of tyres they are. They're all good enough these days. So that's where your opening is for clearing her out, rather than it usually be at the back, called your back door. So that's the crack with this now. So we went for galvanised over painted. So this tank will last us a long time, hopefully. We'll be hoping we'll have her for another 20 odd years. Interior, of course. Trailer shoe galvanized again. They do such a good job down in Majors at galvanizing. I'm very impressed compared to some of the other competitors on the market. The finish on this tank is unreal. Couldn't be more happy with it. So all extra lights and different things on it as standard, and you have to have your safety beacon on them now as well. So supplied there by the boys down D&E McHugh's in Longford town there. All great thoughts here by Major. They put a bolt in there, as you can see, to hold the bar down to the chassis, rather than these rubber shocks being relied, because we had a tanker before and the rubber shocks rotted through, and next thing you're left with a tanker bellied up like this. So that bolt will just stop that when they are worn through and you have time to change them. So unfortunately that happened. It's just we had recently got the dribble bar put in the tank, and I suppose the weight on the dribble bar in the back of the tank put extra pressure on those, and they just gave in before their time. So now this bolt is here to kind of stop that from happening, but of course, well, you should be watching these things anyway. So good job here done. Don't think that's coming off any time soon. All the bolts is in it, so that's convenient enough. You know, if you were to go and sell this tank, you can change the hitch handy enough in years to come, things like that. There's nothing not thought about on this. It's very well done through. All these pipes, your brake lines are all labelled there. That's for letting up and down the trailing shoe. It's for your macerator, and that's a return. And there's another pipe there somewhere. Look for it in a minute. But that's for just your ordinary back door if you want splashing. So this is a bit of a control unit for here in the cab. So you have your macerator to your spreading, then you have your fold up and down, on and off, and your work lights on as well. So good old job. And then there's your light for when your macerator's on, and she goes red if you have any of them blocked. So, and all your little warning here puts spool valve to neutral before operating switch. Of course, you know, some people mightn't remember that more than others, but nothing not thought of here. Nice little size of a box there, you know, it's not a big awkward thing or anything. It's just a grand handy size there, do you know? And nice little switch there, not an old plastic button or anything, a proper switch, if you know what I mean. So very well done there now. So I wouldn't be sure these tanks full a slurry, somewhere between 13.5 ton-ish. This one will be a little bit heavier than the one. The dribble bar trailing shoe weighs a little bit more, so they're heavy yoke. That's part of the reason the bigger tires on this one compared to the other one, just, you know, to balance out that little bit of extra weight, because we'll be going spreading in a few wetter places, and we want to try our best not to leave a mark on customers' ground or our own ground and things like that. Just, you know, have to be looking out, because the weather seems to be getting wetter here every year, so yeah. But that's it now. Impressed with it so far. The one of the boys there was using it during the week. John, haven't got it going myself just yet, but over the next week hopefully.